I've never seen my father cry. That's the first time I've ever seen him cry because he was in so much pain from his cancer. So I know having some release from that suffering could have given him peace.
Brandy Alexander ultimately lost her dad to cancer. She's an advocate for medical aid in dying, but said her father never got that option. It's a rough discussion for many families, and a new study shows people of color in particular aren't choosing that path in states where it's legal, including New Jersey. Alexander's not surprised.
Underserved communities, Black and brown communities, are often access care at less rates.
So she's saying that they should give Black people, if they're in pain, aid in dying options more. Does she understand that? Like,
assisted suicide.
Yeah, do you understand that if they did that, that would be a conspiracy? That would be a 60-cent special. Black people are more likely to be suggested and given the option of aid in dying. Like,
older Black people are euthanized on a higher level than pets. Next on News 10.
You can't win. They're not giving the Black people. They're not coming to them and say, "Hey man, you want to just end it all, man? Look like you having a rough day. You want to end it all." They're not doing that, so that's a problem.
If you want to end it all, just go up to some Sun team and call them and get in an argument with them.
Tell them to leave. This is crazy.
Anyway, and medical aid in dying is no different.
It's still an overwhelmingly white, educated population with a...
Oh my God, man. Why these people? Why can we just send these? Can we send her to an African village? I want to send some of you gliders over to Africa too, man.
Hey, can we focus on the educated part, which is probably the real reason? I'm sure most elderly Black people don't realize assisted suicide is actually a thing.
Especially since it's only legal in certain states.
No, but they're mad because they're not being given the option. Not that they don't know what it is, but they want it to be suggested to them more. Like, hey, you might, I know you didn't know about this, but we can offer you if you want us to. Yeah, no, get back to me later. All right. Well, just you mull that over. I'll be back. Just ring the bell if you need me. Like, really? That's a fucking potential fucking firestorm. They're basically telling these fucking hospitals and these nurses, fucking take this rope and fucking put it around your neck and tie it to the fucking bedpost and jump out the fucking window. There's no fucking way that this can end good. But they're suggesting this to them. And you got this another fucking white liberal lady doing this shit.
It's no different.
It's still an overwhelmingly white, educated population with a primary diagnosis of cancer.
Rutgers researcher Alyssa Kozlov analyzed 5,300 patients from 9 states and found in the 23 years since Oregon first legalized medical aid in dying, more than 95% of participants were non-Hispanic white. 72% had some college, 75% had terminal cancer. In New Jersey last year, 47 of 50 patients were white, 3 Asian.
It raises some questions about, is this truly a preference or is there something about the way these laws are written and enacted?
No, some people, we can just, listen, you know what this has to do with? This is to do with our natures, right? Like, you know how I often talk about...
It correlates with the rate of suicide.
Exactly. But you also know, like, a Sun man, like, say a Sun man, like, went out here and, like, shot a bunch of people, right? And was on the run. They'll take that Sun man into custody at some time in the future. That glider's going to be found with a self-inflicted gunshot wound somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll just go do the time. We'll do fucking 30 years in prison. Like, we have a different mindset. And I think that this is the same thing. Like, we'll live with pain. We don't think about, like, killing ourselves. We're more kill other people. We'll kill another person, but killing ourselves, it doesn't even like really register with me. Kill myself. Well,
Unless it's kill another person, take them with me. And so the cops have to take me out.
Yeah, but I mean, overall, in general, we don't kill ourselves. We don't have shame. We don't have things like that. So I don't know. I think that this is just nature. They're trying to make it seem like it's racism causing these. Every difference between the groups, fucking racism or something that isn't being done for the other group or some shit. This is just how black people are. Why can't it just be that black people don't want to choose that shit? Black people like shit. I hold on, man. Fuck it, man. This shit hurt, but fuck it, I hold on. And white people
How
like,
much of it has to do with religious beliefs in Christianity that suicide is a sin? Your non-religious people are going to be educated gliders.
I mean, didn't you do a couple stories a couple days ago where the Sunmen killed themselves after they like killed their kids or their ex-wife or their girlfriend or some shit?
Yeah, but those are rare in general. Like most Southern men who do that shit are in prison somewhere.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I mean, there's aberrations and whatnot. I'm not saying that every single time.
Oh, they do it with a crime, not like just basic suicide.
Like that guy who killed himself, with the kids in the car that did the video. That shit is, those things happen. Don't get me wrong, but most of overall, some men can face the music and do their time, and
they're more likely
later.
to kill their family members and then go to jail instead of kill themselves afterwards.
Yeah.
95% of participants were non-Hispanic white. 72% had some college. 75% had terminal cancer. In New Jersey last year, 47 of 50 patients were white, 3 Asian.
It raises some questions about, is this truly a preference, or is there something about the way these laws are written and enacted that might be leading to some disparities?
The mistrust in the healthcare system is a huge barrier. And until we really acknowledge that there is medical racism and that there is...
Oh my fucking God.
Medical racism?
They won't stop.
That's a new one.
My mistrust in the health system has everything to do with how they responded to the
COVID.
They're choosing life. Now, what the hell is wrong with that?
Right.
That's. I would say this is more religious based than anything.
No, this is eugenics. This is.
I would say the choice not to self-delete for older people.
Oh, I'm talking about what they're doing, what they're trying to push. There's a disparity. We don't have enough black people committing suicide. We got to do something about that. Like, we have one type of missile, the Soviet has another. We have a gap. We have to fill that gap. They're insane. When it comes their time, I don't think they'll be jumping on any needle.
Oh, this is insane. Like, these people are fucking crazy than even when you think you've seen it all.
And how could the way a law is written to allow people to self-delete be racist? I mean, did they not use culturally acceptable terms in the writing of the bill?